Hey guys, tonight I just wanted to talk really briefly about a 30-day challenge that I have decided to do. This past weekend I went to a spectacular conference in Nashville, Tennessee that was based on self-development, and it was amazing. And during it, one of the speakers recommended that we all do a 30-day challenge. The one that they talked about was pretty specific, and then actually that night when I had gotten home from the conference, I saw a video of Kyle Cease's that was talking about a 90-day challenge that he's doing. So both of those things kind of inspired me, and I decided to synthesize a few different concepts and I guess put them all together in one holistic life cleanse, if you will. So essentially during this time, which is obviously going to be 30 days, I am going to really just work on getting the balance back into my life. So there are certain things that I love to do and used to be really good at doing all the time, things like meditation and yoga and stretching and cooking, and they've kind of fallen by the wayside as time has gone on and as I've gotten busier. And I still make it a practice to do those things, multiple times per week, but I think it'd be really great to reincorporate them back into my daily life. So I'm going to put a strong emphasis on doing those every day. Additionally, there's going to be a health component, so I want to make sure I'm eating really clean, which again, I try and do anyway, but even putting more of an emphasis on that, I'm going to drink a Shakeology drink per day. I don't know if you've drank Shakeology before. Super good for your body, not so good for your taste buds, but I'm going to make sure to down those because I know they're great for you. So also I am going to try and get 7 to 8 hours of sleep per night, which is, I try and do anyway. If you know me, you know I love my sleep. Oh, went off there. All right, the last thing that I'm super excited about is working a lot on the law of attraction and something very similar, which I believe Kyle Cease calls coagulating. I could be off. But essentially, both of these practices, from what I can gather, are about drawing what you want into you from the universe. And I think I've talked before in videos, and if you know me, I've probably talked about this with you, but the universe really does have infinitely what you need. You just have to be willing to accept that and know how to do it. So one thing that was really kind of cool about Kyle's process is acting as if you already have what you want in order to draw that very thing to you. So essentially the law of attraction. And so, for instance, I'm a student, so I'm envisioning this final exam that I have, and I would actually literally talk with one of my girlfriends about it and say, hey, do you remember at that time that I had this physiological psychology exam and I just did so well on it? Not just that I got a good grade, but I went in there and I felt I had really mastered the concepts and I was able to understand them fully, and I felt just completely at ease, complete free of anxiety, and I did so well. And so essentially you trick your brain into thinking that it already has this and it's already accomplished this, and continuously your mind almost starts coming up with different ways that you can attain this goal of yours. And so that's a lot of what I'm going to be putting emphasis on, just different areas of my life that I want to work on and things that I want to receive and hope to attain. And so I'm going to start practicing this and really studying up more on the law of attraction. That leads me to the last little bit that I'm doing. I'm not a big TV watcher by any means. However, I will occasionally watch movies and YouTube videos. So instead of doing that, I am going to only fill my free time with high quality content, I guess. So whether that is an audiobook or a physical book or a CD or a movie or anything that's really going to pour into me positively, that's going to be a lot better use of my time than, just watching some pointless video of something. I don't know what it would be. So yeah, that is pretty much it. That's my 30-day cleanse. I really encourage you guys to do the same thing or something similar. I'd love to hear about your past experiences or what you are going to do in the future as far as experiences go. For those of you who are following along on my blog, I know I mentioned I have a big surprise. I do, but I'm going to make you wait a little bit longer for it. I'm just kind of trying to figure out how to incorporate it into the blog itself It is completely revolutionary and has changed how I'm going about my travel. So if you're reading my blog, you're probably somewhat interested in travel, so that means you should definitely stay tuned because it will be very beneficial for you too. So that's about it for me tonight. I need to get going on my quiz. So anyway, I hope that you all have a spectacular evening or morning or afternoon or whenever you're watching this. Stay present, be positive, and set your intentions. Bye-bye.